Okay, so maybe that's going to make a difference. Let's see here. Alright, yep, that's what did it. I don't know why, but it's been really touchy-feely with the network and the audio. This is the third try. Welcome back to Escape from Pertam, and you're on with Pixie Rain, and we've got some stuff to do. I did do some stuff off camera, which wasn't intentionally off camera, but because I originally had... This is like the third take today. The first two takes only went for about 17 minutes, and then they were gone with the network. So we actually have like probably about 20 minutes worth of off-camera work that never got it into the stream. So let's go ahead and cover that right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the HUD. Okay, there's things flying by, so it must be windy. Yep, sandstorm. That's going to make life interesting for us, that's for sure. Alright. Oh, shoot, we got to eat. Do we have food? Yeah, we do. Let's have a crisp real quick to tide us over for a second. Hey Bob, how's it going? And let's go over here and get our morning breakfast, which is of course going to be a can of Cosmic Coffee, the best roast in the galaxy. And let's grab a veggie burger to have to go. We had the crisp, now we're going to have a sit down. Let's go ahead and have our coffee. Alright, and then now we're going to have a veggie burger in a few minutes after we sit and have our coffee. So, here's the plan. We need to make this ship bigger because we need enough thrust to lift not only this ship, but also the runabout and Mr. Truck. Plus, we need to have enough extra lift to accommodate the orbital shuttle that we're going to create too, which is how we're going to get off of Pertam. Okay, so we need to get to work, so let's go ahead and eat that veggie burger and get some good stuff. And I realize I've got some extra tools here because I may have gotten eaten by the bugs at one point. So, of course, let's go ahead and check the vegetables real quick. Let's see here. Oh, look! Alright, we're ready for harvest, so let's get that out of the way. Oh, ready for harvest here too. Oh, look at that sandstorm. Oh, that looks wicked. Oh my gosh. You can't even see out there right now. Oh man. Brutal. Positively brutal. But in here, it is warm, good atmosphere, good to go, you know. Gotta love it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our food in here. Looks like we got some chili and we got kelp crisp currently made. We could make, let's see, we can make some garden slaw. Ooh, let's do that. I'll set 10 of those in the queue. And I'll set 10 red pellets and I'll set 10 chili. That way, as we add stuff to it, you know, we're good to go. I like that. Alright, let's go ahead and head back over here in our seed couch, our cabinet, blah. Not couch, cabinet. I don't know why I said couch. I think we need to get some grains in there now. And we're down to 4 seeds, so we only have one more set of grains. So we're going to need to produce more seeds. And so, yeah, that's the thing. So I think after this harvest, we're going to see about getting some grain seeds. Alright, good to go. Okay, now we got our grains growing. And, well, you know what? I'm feeling kind of like I'm going to be a little hungry. So let's grab some chili and the crisps. That way we have a little bit. We're going to eat the chili now because we're really hungry today. And we're going to go out into the wonderful world of sandstorms. Which means we got to seal up. Hey Jim, how's it going out here? It looks pretty brutal. You hanging out okay? So here's our extension. This is what we got going on, guys. We're moving things out further and making the ship even longer. Which means that we're going to need to set up another one of these archways. Probably right about here. And we're going to need to mount another vertical thruster like that one to offset the thrust here, because I do not want things to go sideways and us to shoot into the sky like that. That's not okay. Because I could just see this happening. Hey, thanks for joining. So yeah, so we've got to make this bigger. So I think this little sitting area here, we're actually going to kind of make it into this area here a little bit. We could put a second garden plot in here though, and I thought about that, which would double our food production, but it also would be, well, we'll think about it. Because what I'm thinking is back here we're going to put fuel storage, because we're taking hydrogen. We're going into space on hydrogens, so we're going to want some hydrogen fuel cannons. But this area here will still be our sitting area and everything. But what I might do, we'll see how it goes, but I'm seriously contemplating, guys, setting up additional quarters back here for additional crew. Maybe even, you know what we could do? We could pull the quarters from back there, out of there, put it right here, have our sitting area here. We've got our grower. We could actually make the food processing out here, maybe, if we wanted to. But nah, we'd have to somehow plumb it that way. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Might be a way. It might be something new to do. But for now, we need to get airborne. So we're gonna do some welding. Let's see here. These are all Willis ducts because, well, the idea is that they got holes inside, so airflow and stuff. And interior walls, because I want it to be a little lighter on the back end here, because we're thinking about like heavy air fuel tanks and stuff like that. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, it gotta be white. I don't want gray for that. Well, you know what we're gonna do though? I do want that gray. And that gray. So I think it looks much better when it's gray. And we're also gonna want to get those turbines back here. So let's go ahead. Oh wait, do we have any? Yeah, we do have some metal. Okay, cool. So we're going to need to get those placed and then moved. Get that one there. And that one there. Okay, cool. And we might as well hit those with some stuff here. Yeah, that's lovely. I noticed that the sandstorm decided to leave. Thanks, Clang. Appreciate it. Pertam's being nice to us, and I don't know why, and it's disturbing. It's very, very disturbing when Pertam decides to be friendly. It makes you wonder what it's up to, you know? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Jim. Alright, so let's see here. I think we're good. Oh, here we go. We also need to move the landing gear situation, because we need landing gear on front and back, which means we can reconfigure the bridge area. We might be able to add more crew. Let's see, do we have enough in here? No, we still have to get some more motors. That's usually the problem anyway, isn't it? Motors, motors, motors. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm thinking we could probably do it here, actually. Set up a Willis duct like that one there, and set the vertical here. That would work. If we do that, we could do it here, and we could just... Yeah, that might be good. Alright, let's set a... I like the idea of the Willis duct for the air intakes. It's kind of cool looking, I think, so... But I want to get those other ones set up, too, so let's see here. Where are you at, Willis duct? There you are. And I don't care that it's gray. Doesn't matter to me. Alright, corner, no. Don't want junctions, no. Don't want... Yeah, we want the ramp. I don't know, it just reminds me of an intake. Oh, need interior. Okay, no problem. I'm pretty sure I've got interior in here. Where are my interior plates? I don't see them. Where are they? Oh, interior plates. Aha, there you are. Wow, we get sunshine too? Jeez, that's really cool. Pertam's being entirely too nice. Okay. Alright, let's get that in place like that. Now, I'm thinking we set it up so that it's a landing gear here. Right here. That's what I'm thinking. We do the landing gear thing here. So... because we're going to do the posts. Let's see here. Yeah, because that's where the landing gear is right here. It's under this post, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Let's go down here and check it out. Okay. Yeah. No, it's not. It's inside. Oh, I didn't realize that. Huh. Okay. Because we need to move those probably to the other side here, maybe? Well, I don't know that they're far enough forward. I mean, I guess we could go a whole... We could actually just do it. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to do another double set. We'll have 5 landing gear. Why not? This is a big ship. That makes sense, I guess. Sort of. Okay. So then that means I've got to... How did we do that last time? I don't want to fall in the hole. That would really suck. Okay, so it's... So our landing gear... Okay, so that's the thing there. Okay. Okay, so I'll get the Willis duct out of my way. I don't want to fall through it. That would be embarrassing. Okay, so right there, on the other side of this, is where our pillar is. And then we have our... We might as well... We could actually put another set of these up there too, which would charge everything really well. And be pretty consistent. Of course, the other option we could do is use those posts. Put the post out there for... Instead, we use it for like antennas and stuff too. But let's see here. So that's going to be 2 in from there. So 1 in from there, so it'd be right here. Yeah. Yeah, this works right here. Yep, so we got, so let's get this, we want to get this welded up as much as possible. Because that...
Energy low.
Jim's probably like, what in the world is going on? Why is she running around like a lunatic? Let's see here. It's just like that. The captain runs around like a lunatic. That's probably what they're thinking, but that's okay. 'Cause I'm the captain. I can run around if I want. Uh-oh. Looks like we're all out of construction components. Okay, no problem. Survival kit. We need these. Uh-oh. Are we out of steel? Oh, that's not good. Okay, what do we got that gives us iron that we have too much of? Well, Well, we might as well grab these while we're at it, because let's get out here, excuse me, Jim, and get this in place. Alright, so that's in place, and incidentally, we need to go to the control panel. Okay, here comes the bugs. Yep, it always happens, every single time. It's like, yep, it's a pause, and the bugs show up, and then, you know, everything goes crazy, so. I wonder if the thrust will impede the bug's ability to maneuver. Man, those are loud-ass bugs. Jeez! Alright. I jumped down on this big giant pile of bugs. Last time those guys got me, and that was not cool. So I did discover, guys, from one of my other series that if you do a mod on something like wolves, or you put a mod on the spiders, also known as saberoids, then they default to give you this components instead of meat. But if you use the baseline only, then you'll get meat. I always wondered why these bugs never gave me meat, and that's why. Because it just takes away the whole apex survival aspect of it, so. Alright, so that's gonna be fun. Wait a minute. I must have used all the parts for those things, didn't I? Huh. Alright, well, let's get this one too. Suit energy's low. Okay. Alright, gotta go to the bathroom. Yep. Not me. Character does. Alright. Yeah, I was debating on whether or not to take these forward quarters out, but so yeah, so there we are. Okay, what do we got over there? That's the ODR post. We might fly out there, maybe. Alright, so back to work we go. Alright, so we gotta figure out what we've got that we can break down. That's the thing. Where the girders we're gonna need when we do the windows. Oh, wait a minute. We're not doing windows off the back, are we? We're doing them off the sides. Oh. We might need less girders. can have a sitting area on the starboard and port sides. And then we'll have additional crew quarters right here. So we'll have the aft cabins, the forward cabins, and then over here will be the tanks. So this area here, actually, we won't have anything to look out on. Man, that's kind of a bummer. I kind of like that, actually. You know what? We might have to move this whole... Yeah, we're going to make it out here. We're going to put it out here just like we did before. I mean, come on, guys. We want to be able to do something cool with that. And then this, we can still do the tanks and stuff here and somehow plumb them over there. I'm not sure how we'll do that, since we do have a landing pad above us, but we'll figure it out. Yep, we most certainly will. Alright, so let's get this whole thing welded up first. That's going to be our first, well, actually our second thing. We need to get our engines in place here. Oh, we got distracted by... And then, yeah. So actually, get another Willis duct in place. Oh, need more interior plates, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and get these in place. I mean, we could essentially, what we could do, since we have the thrusters in place, if we can get the rest of the engines in play, we could theoretically just move the ship to where we want those supplies. And that may be the way to do it. Excuse me, Jim. A lot of work going on around here. A lot of work. Alright, so let's, okay. We'll get 100 of those. Let's see here. We'll grab those. We'll grab these. Grab that. And then we'll go out here and see what we can weld up with all that. How about that? Okay. I also wonder if I shouldn't include an additional thruster for port and starboard. We have 2 aft, and then we have 2 forward, and we'll have 4 coming down up above, which I actually can put right here on top of that right there. Yeah, we could put one on either side of that. That would actually work well. Anyway, as I was saying, and I like this little access door here. This is really cool. So we'll take the OSHA barrier out of here. We need tubes. That's what we were after. I knew there was small steel tubes or something. So anyway, line of thought. And we're good to go on that side. So let's get this side set up. Outstanding. Okay, so here's the thought. The thought is we might want to have some going off the side. The question is do I want them on the ends like this is? If we do them on the end like that, what we could do is remove this center Willis duct. Put them there and have them use the Willis ducts for their intake, which we could do, maybe. The other option would be to have them go off the back like they are up in the front, which we could also do, which actually works well too. So the question is, which way to go? I don't know. But let's get back to work. Okay, what do we got? This one here needs some girders at least. Okay, cool. So that's all done. Run back here, drop these off. We've done all of that. Let's scroll down here and see what other goodie spots. Let's see. We're definitely gonna need those. Okay, let's go down further. Nothing from there. Okay, what do we got in here? Anything? Nope. No. No. That. No, we're gonna have to we gotta get some stuff here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to hide empty. Okay, so we need those. So what else can we tear down? Well, we have all these steel plates. We could easily tear down, say, 400 steel plates, and that's what I think we're gonna do. So we'll get our basic assembler, aka the recycler, and let's just break down like 500 steel plates. So let's go ahead and then that is going to allow the survival kit to get some more stuff done. We're going to nix those in favor of a whole bunch of those. We're going to need a lot of those. So we'll actually add, let's add that much more. Okay, so that's working on it. But, excuse me, Jim. Okay, so, here's the deal. I'm guessing we could probably lift off the way we are now, but I really, really don't want to do it without another thruster on here. It's kind of, like, important, so, yeah. I'm looking for more steel tubes, because that is kind of important also. No, we're out of steel tubes. Alright, well, that's definitely a deal breaker. Yeah. So without steel tubes, we're kind of in a trouble way. So, looks like we may have to take a flight out and get us some more stuff. You know what we might do? There's another farm past the Sheffield farm. We could check it out for supplies. I wonder what they might have that might have pipes. But if that hopper is still out there, there's that unknown distress signal, 7 clicks out. Throw this in there. Nope, I got him. Alright, cool. I say, time to go on a field trip, guys. We got clear weather. So I'm thinking, let's take the runabout. Up on the flight deck. Oh, we've still got a little bit of a problem to deal with that runabout. And that problem is we need to get in there and do the work. Alright. Now we need to get down here. Okay, so now we've got, I'm gonna think for a second here. I think we're gonna probably need, I don't think that's gonna actually be far enough down. I think it's gonna, yeah, see, look, we're gonna need something that's flush with the bottom of those legs. Yeah, we have to. Sorry guys, just got a little bit of the munchies. Uh-oh. Well, let's get some interior plates. Okay, we're gonna need that for sure. Okay, I'm not seeing the interior plates, so let's get a few of those made too, because we can make those out of the survival kit. I do like having that restriction. It makes you explore more. It makes you go after stuff more. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get a frame. And then we're going to do the connector here. I really don't like it though, but we don't really have a choice. There's no real way to only bring it up a partial block, so unfortunately we don't have a choice. Cool, now we're locked and loaded. Which should also fill up on a few things. Okay, cool. Alright, well now that we've got that taken care of, let's see, what do I got in my personal stuff? Alright, so I'm gonna push it forward a little bit. And we're gonna hop out. And then I'm gonna send this stuff to the nearest cargo terminal. And then we're gonna head out there and see if we can't get some more materials from that place. We've got an hour's worth of energy on this battery. 29 minutes without. So let's see here. Which direction is that? No, that's here we are. Distress signals that way. All right, cool. Off we go again. Yeah, so I figure we'll fly out here See if we can't get some pipes. I mean, the survival kit's going to be busy making the other thing anyway, so. It works out pretty good. Got good weather. Checking it out. Look at that. We'll take the display off there so we can get a good look at everything out there. Wow. That gas giant never ceases to amaze me. Ah, there's our target right there. Alright. Slowing in speed. Come down in altitude too. Probably have to kill a bunch of bugs, but you know, that's usually how it goes. Yep, sure enough, here they are. I told you the bugs would show up. You know what we should have done? We should have landed on the actual ship itself. Alright. Yeah, we'll leave the bugs where they are. Nope, no metal tubes. I think there's big metal tubes on this thing back here, though. Nope, just grids. I can always use a few grids. Might as well grab some construction components while we're at it. Now this tank would have a lot of pipes, so we're gonna get that. A lot of construction components too. That's another thing we need too, so.
Inventory full.
Ow. Really? Yeah, I'll get some more stuff too.
Meteor storm inbound.
No, that doesn't. Does it have anything in it though? Probably not, but we'll check. Nope. Well, this is interesting. It's got gravity components. Huh. we need some of those. We need some of those and more power cells. We always need power cells. But gravity components can get us some different things too. Oh crap, we're full. How'd that even happen? Oh man. Alright, let's see if we can lob some of this stuff into the connector here. Alright. Well, daggone it. Let's see if we can get some more of these in here too. Yep, this is how it goes, guys. Wow. I was gonna weld that, but you know what? I'm probably not going to. Well, how much space we got? We got enough for a few more things. So let's go in here and see what else we can get off of this thing. I want another grav component so I can do my thing. No, I want a grav component. Then I could have an aquarium or something. But no. It really won't let me have a grav component, but I can't justify not having those other items, so. Alright. Let's fire her up. Okay, where's Patchwork at? Let's see. Patchwork is that way. Okay, cool. Alright, here we go. Back we go again. These are actually a lot quicker when you're flying than when you're rolling along. Ah, there's the moon. We get to see both. Sorry, a little goopy, guys. I was snacking on some peanuts, and it kind of gets to you after a while sometimes, so. Just kind of rolling along. Excuse me. Good gravy. Just kind of rolling along here. $36 Probably should put the batteries on charge is what we probably should be doing. Okay, why is it blinking? That's weird. I wonder if we're having a power problem. Man, you're moving like a pig. Alright, coming down VTOL landing here. We'll also need to move that GAT to the aft. Really? The bugs show up now, huh? Okay. Well, while we're waiting, I'm gonna have some water. They're taking their sweet time to show up. I really should reduce the bugs just to keep the... There we go. Alright. Set off, off, okay, and then now we're actually going to go down and, first of all, let's see, we want to take the small reactors and put them offline. Otherwise, it'll just use up the juice on them, and I don't want to do that. Let's see. Yeah, small warfare reactor offline. And then we've got 2 warfare batteries, both of which fully recharge in 15 minutes. Oh, that's not so bad. Yeah, I think I'll leave them just to recharge. I mean, look at the input on them is just phenomenal. Wow. Alright. Alright, so we'll leave them off. Alright, cool beans. Wait, there's even better. Wait a minute. We're connected to a... Haha, that's right. I forgot. We're connected, and now we can do this transfer of everything that's in this, whoops. Everything is in here, inside of our little connectors and stuff, can be immediately transferred directly into the ship, which is absolutely brilliant. Okay, medium, let's see, small cargo container, yeah, currently we can just transfer these over. Alright, cool beans. Just like that. Bam. Oh, I like that. Should probably go and say hi to the dead bodies down there, but I think we'll skip that, thank you. I'm going to use those pipes immediately to fill up this. Alright, and then now we can do the Willis tubes. And I'm pretty sure these Willis tubes are also filled up. Alright, cool. We'll still need those pipes. No doubt about that, but we need to get a few Willis tubes set up, so. Wow, I can't even get to that one. Huh. Yeah, I think we'll mount those right there. I think what we're going to do is I'm actually going to tear this one down. Because what I'm thinking is that I need to get those Willis ducts taken care of there, so it just makes sense. It really does, just to tear those ones down. Now I can get this Willis duct finished. Alright, so we gotta get more materials. Hi, Jim. Alright, let's get these. I need a little of that. Let's see what else we need for the Willis duct. Just that. Alright, cool. It's like a little escape chute. Gotta watch out. Kind of a cool idea though, setting up an escape chute. Alright, now we can get the other. Alright, get that one in here. Oh yeah, that's right, I got them painted for the rusty metal. And we might as well drop off the 29 batteries we got, which is just awesome. let's go ahead and get that put up here. Perfect. You know what, it's occurred to me, I could probably put that, I wonder if I could get the port and starboard motors right up here. I don't think I can. I think you have to have it in the center. Yeah, you do. Okay. Alright, well, then we could put them on either side of this. What do we got on the other side? Oh, we got that on that side. So I'm thinking we could actually put... Oh, wait. If we put it here, it might get into the... Yeah, we don't want that to be a thing. That would suck. Alright, so we won't be doing that. Nope. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. Alright, takes care of that. We're getting there, and that's what counts. Alright, back we go. Now we're going to drop these down in here. Okay, well, that was interesting to say the least. That was very interesting. Just a quick smash and grab, in and out, good to go. Okay, that's weird. I think, I don't know why, but I thought it was 100, it was 1.1 G here. 1.2 G, huh? Nice. Keep up the good work, Jim. Jim works hard, guys. Works really hard. Batteries are... Wait a minute here. What's the status of these batteries? It's depleted in 2 years. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow, that's brilliant. 2 years. Alright. Getting distracted, guys. Getting distracted. Alright, we got to check out our situation down here. With the survival kit. Did we get everything built we needed? Well, it'll do. Alright, so let's get started. Okay. Randomly weird. Alright. Coming along. Coming along. Okay. Gives us our thrust there. Oh, now we're out interior plates. Of course we are. And we need more motors. Always with the motors with those things. Alright. Well, it's good to have those pipes dropped in, but we still have to get gravy. We need to make a bunch of these now. But we can't. Again, we can. Okay, cool. Alright, guys. Nice day out in Pertam. There's the ice moon out there, and somewhere over there is the gas giant. So, So we need to make another run. I'm trying to think of what kind of supplies we need. We got food. We need to get the landing gear question taken care of. That's what we need. I think here's a good spot. And actually, we shouldn't even be putting that there. To be honest, I think that needs to go here. Or at very least, right here. But, no. Landing gear there. Landing gear there. Oh, but wait. If we put the landing gear there, the downwash actually will be in the way. So we need to actually put the Willis tube there. But we want the one that... Okay. First of all, we're not doing rusty here. Not if we can remember it. Alright. Okay. Okay, so that's got to go there. So this is the spot to put it. And the reason why I gotta do that is because there's the footprint. There's a footprint for the landing gear and a footprint for the other. And we're gonna be putting the landing gear on actual pistons. So the footprint isn't all that worrisome, but we don't want to mess with it. Okay. There we go. You know what's interesting about that? Those pistons are going to be going right up against the landing platform here. I wonder how I feel about that. And that's where we're going to put the Okay, so we're gonna put... Boy, we need a lot of interior plates right now. Good. Nice to see it working hard. Okay. So... Alright, cool. Okay, and then... Okay, perfect. We also got to think about how we're going to get piping back here too. The piping is another tricky thing because we want to set weapon systems out here. I feel like you just... I don't know that I could do that and put it right here because this is in the way. Okay, we're gonna run an experiment. No, we can't because we got plates in the way. So my thought was taking that Gatling gun, bringing it out to the side here, but we'd have to do it off of that one there. Take it right over the top of this, which we could do. It wouldn't be a problem that way. Yeah. I'm kind of liking that idea, actually. Yeah, I kind of like that idea a lot.
Meteor storm inbound.
So, let's see here. Well, we gotta eat. Alright. What's for dinner? Yeah, I don't want flatbread, don't want burgers. Ooh. Frontier stew. That could be good. Oh, let's do some ramen. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna have to sit down, have a little bit of ramen. We'll just have a side of kelp crisps if it feels like it doesn't do me enough good. And then we're just sitting here getting our power back too. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna work on a couple of things here, guys. That's right, I forgot. The conveyor line on the opposite side is a stairway. I mean, ladder well. Now I took those and put those there. We could run the conveyor line from there straight out, though. Over the top of that. That would work. So instead of here, and we put it here, that'd be okay. Bring it out to here. We could actually mount the thrusters above that, on that. No, we couldn't. We'd have to take the weapon all the way out to where the thing is, though. Ooh. I have an idea, though. Uh-oh, bug time. So my idea would be to actually, we could put it out on this end here. We'd have to do one similar on the other side, though. We could also use the post that the turbines are on too, except for the fact that we got those solar sails. It's a lot of bugs. Man, those things are loud. Yeah, I'd come out here. But how would I support? What would it be? How would it be supported, though? That's the thing. You can support it with walkways, with those scaffolding. I like that. Okay. So we'd go out through that one there. Out to there. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. That's a light. That's a light. Is there a light up in here? No. Okay, that's weird. Oh. Oh, I see. That'd be right here. Can't do it over there. It'd have to be... We'd have to move these gyros, and then that would take it that way, which would take it straight out over the edge where that is. Give it like a brick look. But it would lock down that thing real well. Kind of like it. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to move the gyros. And we're going to run conveyor lines off of a connector. So that'll be where the conveyor line goes out. And it'll give us an opportunity to fill in some space up here that we really didn't need to have. Even though I think that's where the big gun is too. We could put a the defensive computer block up here. Yeah. I know I kind of wanted to do a couple of things with that. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I mean, it sounds kind of crazy, but I would like to have a control block in here. Just in case I get stuck somewhere, get an antenna on here, I can basically use it like a giant drone. That would be really nice to have handy. Then over here, I would like to get a defensive combat block. That way, when the bad guys come a knocking, we can take them out. Oh wait, yeah, okay, good. And we'll have the gyro up above me, so whoever's sleeping here is going to have the gyro right above their head. That's right, you're in charge of the gyro, whoever the hell you are. Alright, let's get a little of that. A little of that going on. We want some motors for sure. Pipes, yep. Definitely some of that there. We need a bunch of those. And we're probably going to need probably more of these. So, alright. So let's go take a look and see what we got. We need two more direct detector components, and we'll have that one in place. Now that we can have in place right now, which is really nice. It also means that I can sit in a seat back here, for example, and control the ship without actually being in the cockpit, which is nice if the cockpit gets shot out. Okay, we need more detector components. Where are they at? Ah, there they are right there. Alright, cool. We need an antenna to make this thing really work, though. That's okay, because that's what we're going to put on the top of the back one. Which reminds me, we need to figure out how to conveyor it, too. That means my landing platform's probably going to be a little different. That sucks, but it is what it is. So let's see here. Okay, so now let's have a snack, and we're gonna drop off the detector components because we don't need those anymore. Now we've got to move these fun little deals here. So that's gonna be interesting. Alright, so that's gonna go there. And then we'll do another one on the other side. reason I like the idea of the GATs being on the side like that is it gives me a wider area of cover in case we fly over a target that's gonna try to shoot us. It's kind of handy to have that all taken care of, you know? Oh, that wasn't smart. Yeah, that was not my most brightest moment. Glad it didn't fall down or hurt anybody. The other nice thing about this is I believe it's heavy armor right above it on the sides. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the alright, we got that, and that. Motors and tubes, huh? Alright, well, let's see what we can find. I'm not seeing them. Where are they? Oh, they're there. There's the tubes. Oh, there's the motors, too. Motors and tubes, huh? Perfect. Now I like getting these grids because I can swap out the plates for heavy armor plates, you see? Alright, cool. Now let's go ahead and go up top side. See, we get them off of here too. We can turn this into like a little access point up here and we won't have to worry about it. Alright, now let's see here. Dang, yep, that's not it. It's this one here. Yep, there we are. Let's see here. Where are you, my girders? Not girders, but there we are. Yeah, probably need. Yep, I knew it. I said girders. I didn't realize I was thinking I needed them, but and unfortunately, we're going to end up having to use them. Don't really have a choice, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and get this, there we go, that's the way it is. Then run that way, and then it comes out up there, and then we can armor plate the sides of the way it goes across too. That way, it's the GAT is well protected. Because if we bring it in there, they won't be able to do it because of the thruster blow. All right. Uh-oh. we need to get this matching up here. I mean, I foolishly think that if you don't do that, it makes it seem like, you know, draws attention to it. All right.
Storm inbound.
Alright, so let's go ahead. Whoops. Let's go this way. Might as well go to the other side, do the same thing on the other side. Alright. Got our conveyor line going out here. Oh, that's not good. Just occurred to me that this is going to be a little bit trickier than I expected, because I might have to actually use the flying ship just to get over and get onto the thing to get the weapon system in place. But we'll see. Maybe we won't have to, but I'm feeling kind of like we will. Alright, well, that takes care of that part of things. I don't know. Yeah, we might have to. And then we'll do something similar on this side here. Some way, somehow. And we'll go from there. So yeah, that works out nicely, guys. I like that. Let's see here. So the other thing I'm thinking is we need to fix this landing platform here too. But before we do that, we need to get the cross piece in place, because I don't want those things falling down, which means we need to get up there and put the cross piece in there. And then we also need to do that so that we can get the landing gear in place. So yeah, it's a lot to do. Wait a minute. Haha. Something told me that was clear and open. Alright. Go ahead and drop that in here. Okay, and what kind of foodstuffs do we have available now? Fruit bars and fruit pastries. Oh, heck yeah. Let's get some fruit pastry in there, man. Alright, we got a lot of good foods there. We're going to hold off on doing much farming now for a little while. We're going to add our food into our little our little food box here. Look at that. That's a lot of good food right there. Alright, so, this is going to be interesting. I don't know that we're going to be able to get these, get all these things in place up there, but we're going to give it a shot. Actually, we should probably get the bottom part done first down here. Alright, so let's see here. Where is our, there it is. We'll take that. Alright, let's go do it. Get the rest of this stuff taken care of. I think what we'll do next episode is we're going to go ahead and move the ship. I also want to be able to hit as much salvage locations as possible. And then I think we're going to go up into the higher atmosphere and set our ship up there to hover, and we'll begin construction on our flight ship. And I think as much as I like Mr. Truck, and it would be really cool to have him back, we may acquire him again, but here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking at this point we should be doing almost all of this airborne, and that's what I was thinking. So probably going to be airborne pretty much all the time after that, but we'll see. Okay, I want to make sure. Yeah, it looks like we got everything, got all the... Oh, we got a few more there. 17 more to go. So, let's see here. Yep, that's the end of those plates. Alright. Wow, we sure have a lot of work to do, guys. So much work to do. Alright, everybody, thank you so much. I think we're going to call this a wrap for Escape from Pertam. We have expanded on the ship, got some more salvage from the wreck over there in the wastes. And so now it's time to relax and go to sleep. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Whole lot more to come.